Hello, I'm Matt from Ludo-Chrono, and today I'm going to give you an overview of Shadows Amsterdam. So Shadows Amsterdam is a deduction game in teams, and it's also in real time, it's simultaneous. It plays with 2 to 8 players, ages 10 and up, and it plays for around 30 minutes. So this game is about teams trying to solve a case. So there is an intelligence officer who has the solution of this puzzle, of this case. And there is one in every team, and they have a tiny version of the map of Amsterdam, and they know where to guide the detectives, and all the other players are the detectives of either team. The detectives need to follow the directions of these intelligence officers, and as the intelligence officer you want your players to move around and to place the different evidence markers onto the city map, and then go back to your client. And when you do that before the other team, you solve the case before them, so you win the round. You need to win 2 rounds of this to win the game. So basically, once you've set up the game, when everyone is ready, you give the go, and then simultaneous play occurs. There is no game turn, and the players are going to give hints to each other. So as the intelligence officer, for example, I may want the black detective token to move on to the rainy scene here. So I'm going to choose something with water, but I don't tell them. I'm just going to give them a card. If I give them 1 card, I'm asking them to move up 1 space. If I give them 2 cards, I want them to move up 2 spaces. These are my 2 choices. So I give them the card, they look at it, they can debate it, and then they can choose to move in any space they are adjacent to, because I gave them 1 card. But I'm not telling them if they are right or wrong. If they are wrong, I have to adjust. It's life. So then once I've used an intel card, I reveal another one, and then we can continue playing because it's still simultaneous, so the orange team is trying their best to get there before me. So when you land on a tile, on a space, there are 3 possibilities. First, it can be neutral, it can do nothing if it's blank. Second, there can be evidence. So if there is evidence, you place an evidence marker onto that space. Some evidence is exclusive to each team, some of it is shared, and if it is shared, the first is the one to get the evidence. You cannot have 2 tokens of different teams onto the same space. You can also have these red markers, these red strikes, because basically the police doesn't exactly agree with what you're doing. They don't want you to investigate the case. So every time you land on a space with a police marker, you get a strike. And if you get your 3rd strike, you lose the round because the police catch the detective and that detective goes to jail, unfortunately. So that's basically how the game occurs. And to win a round, you need to move up the detective to place all 3 evidence markers, then go back to your client, and that makes you win the game. Well, the round, actually. So again, you need to win 2 rounds of this to win the game, and that's it. You know everything about Shadows Amsterdam. So this is a game in which when you are intelligence officer, you try to guide your players the best way possible. But sometimes you don't have the cards and you need to be quick. So you give what you can, and when you are the detectives, you try to guess the hints of your intelligence officer, basically. That's it. Bye-bye, and see you on LudoChrono.